Philmington'S Nscc free flight giveaway response video. He had a lot of terms and conditions for his response. One of them, he kept repeatedly saying everything needed to be in all caps. So that's why I kind of yelled there at the beginning. I apologize for that. First of all, 300 subs. Nice. Nice. Philmington'S channel is one of, let's just say, a handful. There's a handful of guys that, when I see their videos, I watch them, whatever the title is. It's nothing against other people. You know, a lot of times your subscription feed is just flooded, and there's so many people putting out so much good content. But I kind of have my crew of guys that I'll click on their video no matter what. And that list is growing. But currently, Philmington is one of those guys, and that is because he puts out very good content. He's kind of like a no-nonsense, low-key guy. He has awesome cards. He makes really cool pickups. It's kind of interesting to hear him talk about getting back into dealing cards. It's interesting to see that side of the hobby. Yeah, and he keeps the content fun. It's fun to watch his stuff. So congrats, man. Good luck on, you know, getting to 350. You'll probably top out at maybe 400 or so, but that, I mean, that's incredible. As far as the contest response, as I mentioned, he had a lot of terms and conditions. A lot of terms and conditions. There's like, there's rules about what case the letters can be in. There's like hashtags involved. Like at some point, I think there was something about some formula you had to follow, which was interesting. I don't want to make this about me, but I just had a contest response, and I had one condition, and it was you had to put the link to the video in response to my video. And Philmington didn't actually follow that rule himself, I don't believe. If he did, I'll edit this out. But if you're hearing me say this, then geez, I don't know. You know, that's a pretty simple. That's a pretty simple thing that you're asking, and you didn't do it yourself. But that's okay. That's all right. We're just here having fun. Okay? I'm not angry about it. I totally have forgotten about it. You know, I don't think about it like all the time. And then when I watched this with the 14 terms and conditions, you know, didn't even cross my mind that you hadn't followed it. Okay, so the National. I've only been to one. Only been to one. It was the 2017 National in Chicago, Illinois. It was local for me, so I went and checked it out. I watched stuff on YouTube about it, kind of read up on the forums about it. It was incredible. I'm one of these people, you know, it's not like I hate on everything, but it's always like, okay, that was overhyped or whatever. It was freaking awesome. It was like really overwhelming, but in a good way. I mean, you're just surrounded by like incredible stuff. Like you're just walking around. Oh, there's a Babe Ruth game used jersey. Oh, okay, cool. Pretty much anything you want is going to be there as far as collecting. So I'll get to the tips. I think he wanted two. He wanted two do's. Two do's. Number one, bring a notepad. Bring a notepad and a pen. If you want to do something on your phone, that's fine. But I'm kind of old school when it comes to that stuff. I like to utilize technology when I can. But bring a notepad and have a game plan. You'll see very quickly when you walk in, like, I can't see everything here. It's just not going to happen. No matter if you're there every second it's open, you're not going to see everything. So bring a notepad. When you come across something that you're going to want to, you know, that you're interested in, and there's going to be so much stuff you're interested in, write down the booth number. Because what happens is you're like, oh man, that's kind of cool. I don't know if that price is any good. I'll come back here later. Well, guess what? you're going to be walking around for a couple hours, and then you're going to be like, man, I really should have bought that. That's like the best price for that card, or I haven't seen the card anywhere else. Yeah, where was that booth at? And it's gone. It's a needle in a haystack. It is gone. So you're going to want to write down the booth where you saw the stuff. Also, have a game plan. I'm not saying like, oh, you have to like figure out exactly what you're going to buy, but have a general game plan. If there's like 5 or 10 cards that you're looking to pick up, do the research. Find a decent price for it. Write it in the notepad. Right? Okay, this card is $125. That's like the going rate on eBay, right? I heard a lot of misinformation before my first national. A lot of people said, you know, you're going to be paying more than eBay. And that generally wasn't the case for me. I ended up paying less than the going rate on eBay for almost everything I bought, if not everything. So have the price of these things that you know you're going to want to try and find written down. When I was there in 2017, the reception was real spotty in there. You don't want to be that guy. Don't go to a table and then start flipping through eBay for completed listings. Don't do that. Just have a general plan for the price that you want to pay for something. This kind of, I don't know, was that more than two? 2 dues? Okay, 2 dues. TO-DOS. 2 dues. Okay, my bad. This is kind of important. This was kind of important for me. I don't know if it'll apply to everyone else. Budget. You want to budget. Once again, I'm going to keep saying this. It's super overwhelming. And it's easy to just like lose your mind. It's like, I don't know if you guys have been to Vegas, but it's just like sensory overload. You just kind of lose your mind, you know what I mean? And it's like so easy to just be like, oh man, I've been looking for that card. I forgot I even wanted it. Bam, just grab it right away. Budget. I had a budget for specific cards I wanted, and then I had a budget for impulse purchases. And this just kind of kept me grounded, where it's like, okay, so I've spent, 50% of my budget on impulse purchases. I'm going to start dialing back that and start, looking for the things that I told myself I really wanted. And I'm going to try to stay focused here. You don't have to be that regimented, but for me personally, that was huge. That helped me a lot. Do not be afraid to haggle, especially if it is a card that you're going to see a bunch at the show. Don't just pick up the first one. Seriously, do not pick up the first one. I am not naturally a haggler, but these guys, they get it all day long. So, I mean, if they're asking $100 for a card, don't say, "Hey, will you sell that for 20?" Don't be an ass about it. You know what I mean? But also, don't be afraid to haggle. I think generally I would ask for like 10% off. So if the guy's asking $100 for a card, I'd be like, "Hey, will you do that for 90?" And most of the time it worked, that 10%. I don't know if these guys just get lowballed constantly, but they're like, "Yeah, I'll do that." You do get a few of the guys. Like, there are some guys that, I don't know, they're just kind of dicks. And it was pretty funny, to be honest. Like, you would ask for a reasonable thing. "Hey, this card's $50. Hey, will you do 45 for this?" They're just like, "Nah." "Oh, okay." And some guys will ignore you. If they're doing higher end stuff and you're looking at, the lower end stuff that they have, they'll just like kind of blow you off. I just leave. Even if they have something decent, like I'll just leave. Like I don't want to give those people my money. I don't think that they're good for the hobby. Whatever. I just walk away. But you'll find guys that are incredibly nice dealers that they're like real passionate about it, and they'll talk to you about a $10 card that they have, or they'll just start talking to you, and it's fun. And those guys are really cool. And I was surprised because I was expecting more of the dicks, but at least in 2017, it was a lot of super nice people. I had a lot of really good conversations. I was there for 2 days, and it was incredible, and I was bummed when it ended, but you need to take a break. leave. Go get something to eat. The cards are still going to be there. There's always going to be good deals. There's always going to be interesting stuff. As far as like food in the area, I don't really know what's around there. There's like a few steakhouses and stuff right within walking distance. Like Morton's is like a famous Chicago steakhouse. If you're from out of town and you have a car, I would go to Portillo's if you've never been there. That's my personal favorite. Kind of grew up on it. Famous for their Italian beef. Chicago Italian beef with giardiniera, cheese fries, and a Diet Coke. Get a pop with it. I am going to go to Portillo's one of the days with my buddy. I took him there last time. He had never had it, and he thought it was amazing. You know, maybe it's not for everybody, but Portillo's, it's like 10 minutes away. Just take like an hour off in the middle of the day, and you're gonna want that. You're gonna just have this desire to just like get away from people and noise. Wear comfortable shoes. Like, you're walking on concrete basically for miles, and by the end of the first day, you're gonna be like, man, my feet are killing me. You know, there's like some of the higher end stuff, like the card companies. They have like mats, like carpeted mats, and when you walk on it, it's like this incredibly good feeling. Like, ooh, I'm gonna stick here for a minute. Dogs are barking. That's basically it. I'm not an expert on this stuff by any means. I've only been to the one, but it was at Chicago, so I don't think it'll differ too much from then. But yeah, I look forward to meeting some of the tubers in person. That'll be cool. And picking up some stuff. I think you're going to enjoy it. Oh, one more thing. I honestly shouldn't share this information because it's kind of not supposed to be publicly available. But I don't have a big following on here. I don't think this is going to come back to me. If you see this and you're part of the card show, do not, please just issue me a warning. I'll take the video down. I'll cut this part out. Just give me a pass, please. I'm new to this. If you want a discount, what you have to do, I would say this works like 90% of the time. You see a card you want, lean in like this, and be like look around. It's important that you look around. Just, hey man, what can we do? What can we do on this card here? And then look at him, and he's gonna look at you like, what the hell is this? You look at him, and you just go, okay? Did you see that? 3 blinks, smooch, and a blink. That's a code. That'll get you like the insider discount. It varies. But I got a few cards for like over half off doing that. Now, be prepared, because like I said, it doesn't work 100% of the time, but there's a chance that the dealer is going to look at you and be like, I'm going to need you to step away from my table. So that happens, but I'm telling you, like, you can save hundreds of dollars. So try it out. It's worth trying out. So anyway, I've been rambling quite a bit. Philmington, again, congrats, dude, on hitting the 300 subs. I look forward to all of the videos that you're going to come out with. Yeah, I think that's it. I think I'm going to cut it here. I've been talking for a long time. Probably going to edit most of this stuff out. See you later.